Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Coach Approach. Now, today we're going to conclude our 5-part series on our coaching styles. Now, if you've been with us, you've seen us talk about Yeller and Screamer, the Quiet and Stoic, the Know Nothing But Ball Coach, and then our last week's video was on a player's coach. Now, if you've liked what you've been seeing, and if you haven't already done so, if you have, I appreciate it very much. But if you have not done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there. Like the video, and that way you'll be able to come back and watch more of what we have to offer here on the Coach Approach. So today, let's talk about my favorite coaching style, the passionate coach. All right, this coaching style, by far my favorite. It's also my personal coaching style. You know, you see a lot of passionate coaches out there today, and quite frankly, we're going to need a lot more of them in our profession. Now, this style of coaching, just to be a little bit anticlimactic, is all of our previous styles rolled into one. This coach has a great love for his or her game. They love their players. They will hold them accountable. They're knowledgeable about their sport. They're sponges when it comes to learning new things that come out with their sport. They know when to kind of get a little bit excited and do some of that yelling and screaming. They know when to stand back and watch and take in what's going on. So I refer to these people as your program and your culture builders, okay? Just to give you two good examples, and I think everybody knows who we're going to talk about here: Nick Saban, and Dabo Swinney, and Kirby Smart. Probably three of the most successful college football coaches in the past 10, 15 years. You know, you can look at certain basketball coaches as well, certain baseball, soccer. They're all out there. You just got to find them and watch them, and you will be able to tell who it is and who isn't this style of coach. Now, these coaches, they love to win, but what they love more than just winning itself is how their players and how their kids are developed. They hold them accountable. They gain the respect of their players because of this, because of their style, because they show their players they love them and they build that relationship with them. Accountability in this type of program with this type of coach is what they seek. And if they can get that, then that culture and that program is built, and it's built to last. Now, you'll find these types of coaches, their players tend to gravitate towards this style, okay? They will probably have a hard time with it at first, and then they learn about their coach, and they learn that he or she is just not blowing smoke, and that the player will learn that coach has their best interests in mind when they do everything. And that's really what you want. You want them to respond positively to this, and they tend to when it comes to this style of coaching. Now, we all know it doesn't always go that way. You're always going to have disagreements with players. Players sometimes will not like to be coached like this. I have been in that situation. I have seen it firsthand. They just did not take kindly to it. They thought, certain things were happening when they really weren't. They don't understand because they have probably been coached by a one-style coach who doesn't use all these other styles. And, that will be a problem for you sometimes. Not going to paint the perfect picture, of course. But I still believe if you use all of these styles rolled up into one, you get passionate about what you do, this is the style you should be employing with your coaching. Okay, so that wraps up our series on coaching styles. Now, I hope you have enjoyed this video series as much as I have enjoyed creating it. I think you can get a lot out of this. There's a lot of styles out there. Beyond these styles, actually, these are just what I thought were 5 most important styles to talk about. But I still believe if you take all of them and roll them up into one and become that passionate coach, you will be a successful coach. I hope you can go out and use these, and it benefits you. That's what I'm doing this for. And like I've said many times before, I don't know it all. I will never claim to know it all, but I will be happy to help share everything that I have been taught so that it keeps on getting passed down to the younger generation. So I hope you join us next week. We'll put out a new video here on the Coach Approach.